It's Stephen in Wiltshire in England. It's Tuesday, it's 12 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. in the UK, and I'm here to answer your questions about BeLive. I've just played the countdown clock created by Kevin. If you're interested in the countdown clock, and let's just play it again, then all you need to do is scroll down in the group and you'll find that countdown clock, which is on YouTube. Kevin's given you a link to the countdown clock on YouTube. All you need to do is to copy that link, come into your own studio, go to Add Media, take the second icon, which is the YouTube link, put the link in, and then it's down below in your staging area. And you can play it whenever you want. And well done, Kevin. So that's Kevin of BeLive, who's actually created that countdown clock for anybody to use at the beginning of the show. Now, the question is, why should you want a countdown clock at the beginning of your show? And the answer is simple. We can now simulcast. We can simulcast to Facebook and YouTube. But the unfortunate thing is that there are different connecting times. So you don't know which is going to connect first or second. And when you start your show, you want to start your show with the speech you've prepared, not be part way through it when people find you. So using a countdown clock for a minute or 30 seconds, because you can adjust it, is a great way of making sure that you're live on both Facebook and YouTube, and that everybody hears the first sentence that you say. The other thing is, it also gives you a minute to get prepared, which can help. And also, it stops you actually, it lets you share the show as well. And we say hello to Smile Time Weekly. And Corinda is saying he loves the intro, and so do I, which is why I played it today. It's available to everybody. It's in the group. And I think Corinda's commenting in two places or not. Hello. If you want to leave your name when you next comment, then I shall mention you. And over Corinda again, who's saying, yeah. And hello, Corinda. And that's right. Right, first question of the day is, can you do LinkedIn Live too? No, BeLive broadcasts to both Facebook and YouTube, but currently does not broadcast to LinkedIn. It will down the road, but for the moment, we've just got the two places that we can go live in at the same time. I'm live today in the group, and I'm also live on YouTube at the same time. I'm actually, like you, I can do it, so I'm doing it. I'm actually going live in two places at once, and it adds an extra dimension to it, because I can see Corinda's comments on YouTube in my studio, and I can see the comments made on Facebook in my studio. And I would love to also use it for my TV show. Well, you can do that now. If you go live to Facebook and YouTube, on YouTube, which is probably the easier of the two, if you've got a WordPress website, you can go to, once you've scheduled your show, and we'll be able to schedule soon, you can copy the code and then put it into your website. So I will be covering how to embed a live video on your website this week, which is why I'm dressed in red for doing the tutorials. So it will come, you can do it, embed it in your website. In fact, if you leave a link to your website, I'll tell you how. Hello, Frazier. Nice to see you. Thank you. And getting better all the time. Brilliant. Okay, Fraser, nice to connect. And anybody who's watching, if you've got any questions at all about live video, I'm here for the next 54 minutes or so, just talking about BeLive and going live. And these are very interesting times, because we're now able to go live to Facebook and YouTube, and that makes a world of difference. And you can, well, Facebook is a walled garden, and to see something on Facebook, you have to be a member of Facebook. It's a fact. It always has been so. That's to protect us. So when you go live on YouTube, the world can see you, and you can be found on the YouTube search engine, which is the world's second largest search engine, and you can be found on Google. Going live on YouTube is a no-brainer if you've got a business, because you're actually getting free publicity, and you can get yourself up the rankings on the Google pages, and it's the best way to do it. Also, over the comments, and going to catch up. So, and Corinda on Facebook too. Okay, and over to I'm having difficulty simulcasting from my TV show page, my personal page. I've emailed StreamYard several times. I'm not on StreamYard. This is not StreamYard. This is BeLive. I'm going to surmise that you've actually emailed BeLive. If you got simulcast, and you'll know if you've got simulcast, basically there's a thread in the Facebook group. You type simulcast in the comments, and then a member of the BeLive support staff will tell you that you've got simulcast. When you come into your studio, you go edit destination, and you put the first Facebook destination and the second Facebook destination, and basically you can then set them up to be either a page, your personal profile, or a group. And it's simple and straightforward. There's a video which I have on YouTube. I'll post a link to it afterwards so that you can review it. You can go live to Facebook and YouTube, Facebook and Facebook profile and page, or two different Facebook groups, all from within BeLive. And I've got a new, I just need an R to go with that. And the background is very good quality. Thank you. So kind. The background is actually Leipzig. I do a show with my partner Angelica, which is Ask Angelica, which is German language tuition, every other Friday. And we go live on BeLive, and we go live on Facebook and YouTube. And I use the backdrop. I get the backdrop from Unsplash. I just went to Unsplash, typed in Leipzig, and it gave me this background, so I can bring it in and I can actually use it in my live broadcasts. And more comments coming in. Thank you for all the comments. The background is good quality. Thank you. It's the photograph that's good quality. Just this is what I look like normally, and then I can bring in the photograph, and that's what it looks like now. So very easy if you're on Windows 10, XSplit VCam. If you're on a Mac, then Sparko Cam is your best option. And questions keep coming in. And it's me, Corinda. If you're on the free trial, you can't. Right, okay, that may be the circumstance that you're on the free trial as opposed to being on the right. Corinda, thank you for that. So Corinda is saying it's Corinda. If you're on the free trial, you can't simulcast, but if you're on a paid plan, but I think at the moment, I'm not sure. I'll double check on that. And oh, that's for the ooh earlier. And now we're going to Unsplash backgrounds. Yeah, Unsplash backgrounds. Thank you, Wellen. Unsplash is a free resource. I mean, photographers from around the world put their images on Unsplash. We're able to use them. We've got an open license to actually use them in our broadcasts. And you can just go to unsplash.com and you can search, and you can search on any topic you like, and it will give you the image, and you can download it and upload it. Or if you're on XSplit VCam, you can do the search from within XSplit VCam, and the image will appear. Thank you. And okay, so we're up to date on that. All good. Right, I'd love to hear your experiences of multicasting, simulcasting, multicasting, same thing. I think one of the things that is important, I mentioned earlier that you can reach a worldwide audience who don't have to log into YouTube. But if you do go to YouTube, then everybody you know is actually on Facebook at the moment. So you've got to get a new audience. And the way to get a new audience, well, there's 3 ways. 1, always go live at the same time, so you do a regular show. 2, have content. And 3, there is a certain amount of aftercare that you do on Facebook, on YouTube, which you do not do on Facebook. First thing is they need a high resolution image. A screenshot from the video works, but the best is to have a show card so that people see the show card and they recognize it every time you go live. The second thing is you need a good title. You've got 80 characters to get the title of your video in. Don't put 20, use the full 80. Use the full description and have at least 1 hashtag. Next, there's the description itself, and that's as wordy as you can make it. You've got 5,000 characters, which is almost writing a book. Make sure that your description of the video fits what's actually in the video. And you can also, if you want to direct people to certain parts of the video, then you can put time tags in, and you can say at 15 minutes I did this, 20 minutes I did that. And then the final thing, this is the bit that's most important if you want to get found, is the tags. Now, tags on YouTube, you've got to have them. When you've just finished a broadcast, there are no tags. So how are people going to find you? What they're going to search for? So there's a science to this. And all I'm saying is that you need to use tags in your videos. And I'll give you an example, perhaps later in this broadcast. And if not in this broadcast, I'll do it later. So over to the comments again. Steven, have you tried BeLive on Android Studio? I haven't got Android Studio, so I can't. BeLive, as far as I'm concerned, just goes to 2 places. Keep it simple. Pixabay might help as well. Thank you. That's a good place to go as well as Unsplash. The thing about Unsplash is, I'll show you why Unsplash works. I'm going to share my screen for a moment. So I'm going to go and share my screen, and I'm going to share it with XSplit VCam. And this is and I'm going to go move it up to the broadcast so you can actually see it. I'm going to take that off screen. Right, left-hand side of the screen is me. This is what you see normally. And the right-hand side is XSplit VCam. I'm going to take XSplit VCam full screen so you can actually see it. But the feature here that I'm looking at is add a background. And if I go to add a background, and Unsplash is actually built into it. So I can go into Unsplash and I can search for a term. Now I'm going to search for, what can I search for? Somebody give me a word. Okay, let's search for my hometown of Burnley. If I could spell it, it would be good. So I'm going to search for Burnley and click the search button. Hang on. Okay, and it's come up with pictures of Burnley, and I can try them out. I can. That's one of my favorite ones. I've already got that one. That's the Burnley Football Stadium. And if I scroll down, there's that one. There's that one. Right. Okay. I'm going to go with that one. Okay. So that I actually got from Unsplash. Okay. And it's as easy as that. Whereas Pixabay is not built into Unsplash. But you could go to Pixabay, you could find the images that you want, you could download them, and then when you go to add background, you can upload the media files you've got from Pixabay. So thank you for the tip. I'm going to come back to me, and I'm going to stop the screen share. So I'm back to me, so I've changed my background, and Pixabay might be able to help too. Thank you for the link. Over to Android phone. Okay, I'm going to check that out afterwards. and have a thumbnail. Oh, right, okay. And this is very important. We're talking about YouTube. You do need a good thumbnail, show card thumbnail, high quality, so that when people actually see it, they actually stops them in the tracks. Yes. Okay. And tags are important. Okay. So we agree. We'll say hello to Dr. Juweria. How do you do the pick as your background? Hopefully you've just seen what I've done. If you haven't, then catch the replay. I used XSplit VCAM, and I'll do it again later in the broadcast. Again. And that allows me to be anywhere I want. I'm using VCAM. XSplit VCAM is the software I'm using, and I've been using it since January 2019. Not a problem. I'm on BeLive and pyramids. Oh, okay. Go on. Let's do this then. We'll show it again. I'm going to share my desktop again. And I'm going to share. Let's have fun with this. I'm going to share, and I'm going to bring it into the broadcast. So XSplit VCAM is next to me, and we're actually going to do it just to prove that this works. The software is at the side of me. I'm going to add a background. I'm going to unsplash, type in pyramid. Okay, and I'm going to put that full screen so you can see it, so I'm not distracting you. And I can search for pyramids, and there you have it. And I can flick through, and I can change to the photograph that I want. Now, if you're doing, as I'm doing, green screen, what you don't want to do is have a photograph that doesn't work. And you'll find that the darker the photograph, the better it will work. So that's quite a good one. So I just click on it, it gets downloaded, and I can now use that image in any broadcast that I want. And I can go and I can close that. Okay, and I could actually have a video as my background, but that's my background for the moment. So let's go back to me. I'm now in Giza at the pyramids. So thank you for the suggestion, and that worked quite well. Thank you. Right, Burnley. Yep, I'm from Burnley. I'm a Lancashire lad. Few years ago. I was actually born in Burnley, and that's slick. Thank you. I agree too. I heartily recommend it. It's about $40, but you know, I mean, it's an investment in your production, and you can have any image you want behind you. And all right, so good. Yeah, Corinne's saying it's a good job. John's not here. He would say something. He certainly would. And over to, do you need a green screen behind you? Okay. Now, as you noticed, let's go back to your screen and put that full screen. As you noticed, I have, I'm going to go to original here. This is what I look like normally, and that's my green screen behind me, portable green screen, $60. There is a difference. If I didn't have that green screen, then what would happen? I'll go back to the picture. So I've got the picture back now. What would happen is that the edges of this would tear. The quality wouldn't be as good. With a green screen, the thing is, with just the software, you get good quality. And if you keep still, then you no problems at all. As soon as you start moving about, you get problems. And the other thing is that if you didn't have a green screen, my fingers would not be as well defined as they are. Yeah. So for better definition, you actually use a green screen behind you. Also, in addition to that, I'm going to go back to the original again, and I'm going to try and find it. I've got soft lights either side of me, and you can see one of them there, and they reflect off the wall and give me good lighting. So green screen, good lighting gives you a perfect picture. Yeah. If you don't have a green screen and you don't have good lighting, you get a good picture. Yeah. So I know the advertising says that if you want a green screen, you don't need one with their software, but you do. If you want a perfect picture, if you want a good picture, no problem. But I can put my hands like that and you can see all 5 fingers. Now, if I did that without a green screen, that wouldn't work. Okay. And I'm not going to remove the green screen. You just take my word for that. If you look at other people's videos with a green screen, what you should be looking for is what happens when they move. A green screen is fantastic if you don't move about. Yep, it works best when you don't move. If you can sit there and you can just look at the camera and not move too much, as soon as you start whizzing about, green screen, that's a problem, keeping track of what you're doing. So have a green screen, physical one, have lighting, and then get the software, and then you're good to go. Camera, Logitech C920, 922 or Brio, and all those. Basically, BeLive sees it as a virtual camera, and you bring it in just as you would any camera, and you can then use it throughout your broadcast. Okay, so where was it? All right, so that's that you do need a green screen. If you want perfection, if you're actually going to, if this is a commercial operation, then you do need to have a green screen. On to the next comment. Thank you for the comments. All the comments on Facebook are Corinda. Okay, apart from this one. Please, would I need to put background on the wall behind me to be able to use as artwork? You need the wall behind you to be a solid color. Yeah, so it can't be a pattern wall. It's got to be a green wall or a blue wall. Those are the 2 best colors, and then you could do it that way. The colors are important. Okay, I'm going to catch up, and very slick, very pro, and over to say hello to Sebastian. How much lighting do people need for green screen virtual background? Right, you could get away with the ring light. You could use a ring light, that would work. I've got 2 soft boxes, one either side of me. I find that works best for me. I think that the thing to do is, I know that Owen has given advice on this. I'll go and check out Owen's advice now. Maybe we'll put a link in afterwards. Thank you, Sebastian. I'm looking forward to your broadcast soon. That'd be good. Up to, but it does need to be lit. You can't sit in the dark, otherwise it wouldn't work. And I thought you had one more green screen. Where is it? It's just that one. I've only got 1 green screen. It's all you need. The one behind me, the green screen behind me, is portable. I can lift it up and I can take it somewhere. So yeah. So the green screen is portable. And over to Corinda again, who's typing very quickly, saying yes. And how can you? Thank you very much. Very kind of you. And all right, okay. I don't know what's messing up, but I'll go with it. And next comment, chroma key. All right, okay. There is a difference. Chroma key is good, but the way that XSplit VCam have done it is where you just slide in the photo and you don't have anything to do. You saw a moment ago that I can just quickly flick from one image to another, yeah, without any problem. Yeah, don't have to chroma key anything. It's all done for me by the software. It makes life a lot easier. The app I'm using is $40, and that's a lifetime price, or $39.99 for a lifetime. So it's probably the bargain that's around at the moment for green screen software. A lot of systems charge you per month, but XSplit VCam is a one-off fee, $39.99, and it's probably the best $39.99 I've spent. Although in actual fact, I believe in supporting software houses. So thank you, Corinda. I'm going to close something down. That's because I've been doing all the screen sharing. Okay, so I'm closing a few things down and I should come back to normal. It's looking pretty good at the moment. Okay, and on with the comments. And that was the last one. And over to, and yeah, I'm getting, how are you typing so fast? I can't get a hang of Corinda typing so fast. Now, the other thing is you've got to work out, you can, because I've chosen this background, it's not quite working. And it will never work. So I'm going to choose another background. I'm going to go back to where I started. With backgrounds, you've got to experiment. You've got to decide what works and what doesn't work. The other thing you've got to do is you can also, and I'm going to do this now, this is live, I can adjust the tone and I'm not as red as I was now. Okay, hopefully, anyway. On with the comments and over to Wayland, thank you. No, you can't use VCam on the Mac, unfortunately. Software houses tend to be Windows or Mac. Rarely are they both these days. That's a generalization, of course. If you want Mac software, then you can go for this one. I have quite a few friends who actually use it, and the one I'm suggesting should be with us in a moment. This is the one you want, sparkocam.com, and that comment is coming through from YouTube, and hopefully there'll be a comment through from Facebook as well soon. So SparkleCam is the answer, but try it first. Take the trial, make sure it's working. You don't need to spend anything unless it's working. So take the trial version, which is watermarked, but you can test it and you can make sure that it does what you want it to do. It's very important with any software to make sure that it actually does what you want it to do, and then go ahead and buy, which is a good reason for software housing and a trial. What was the background yesterday when I did 5 days live? You mean this one? That was my background yesterday for 5 days live. That the one? Okay, good. I mean, you can be anywhere in the world, just to show that I'm in the UK. Okay, and SparkleCam, I say that's coming through. And when again, most welcome, sir. And the comment that's coming through at the moment is this one. Can we make money using this app? Now, that question came up last week, and I did give a link so you could actually change, so I could actually see your name. Right, just to shout out before I answer the question, this is Staines in Middlesex. The photograph is from Corinda. You can see Corinda commenting on the show today. Thank you, Corinda. It's a great photograph and a great background, and I've been using it last week and I'll be using it next week as well. Right, can you make money with live video? Yes, you can, but not just because you're using live video. You make money. You make money on live video by creating great content. To create great content, you've got to have knowledge of it. You've got to have a passion for it, so that passion comes across and comes through the screen and shouts at everybody. And basically, you've got to give people a reason to watch you. Start small and get a few people watching, a few friends, and then you build out from there until you've got a reputation for knowing what you're talking about. Once you've got that reputation of knowing what you're talking about, then you're good to go. But You make money by either being sponsored or by advertising. Now, Facebook are pretty hot on advertising, so YouTube, come to that. So sponsorship is probably the best route, which means that you've got to go to a local business and say, I can produce a show for you on Facebook, marketing your company. I can show your adverts. I can talk about your company. I can interview you on BeLive, and I'll do the first show for free. But after that, I will charge you however many dollars you want to charge per hour, and it's up to you. Prices vary worldwide, but interviewing people commercially, you need to have, to talk about this last week, you need to have a back catalogue. If you came to me and said, I want to make videos for you, then I'd say, show me what you've done already. So you've got to have a back catalogue. You've got to have done previous videos so that people can see what you look like on camera, how you present yourself, and how you present the products that you're actually marketing. So you can be a producer, you can use BeLive to produce, you can make money with it, but it's not going to happen just because you want it to. It's going to happen because you put the miles in, you put the hard work in, and you learned your craft. And you can't just go on camera. You've got to be. It's frustrating. Because you want to pick up a camera, you want to go and you want to make money. It doesn't work that way. What you've got to do is learn the trade, learn the tricks of the trade, learn how to produce a show, and then contact your local businesses. That's probably the quickest route, and say, I can produce a show for you on BeLive, on Facebook. I'll do the first one for free, and then I'm going to charge you if you like it. And that way, it's a win-win situation because you get somebody to interview, and if they enjoy it, they may well either appear on future shows or sponsor you. Right, I'm a singer. Can I sing in this app? Okay. There are people doing music on BeLive quite successfully. I've watched many shows on BeLive doing music. We haven't got to the stage yet where the quality of the sound is spot on, but it's good, and it's good enough to listen to. So yes, you can sing, you can bring in a mixer, you can do anything you like on the BeLive show. So yes, just experiment. I mean, take the free version and just try it. Is the best way to do. If you go to be.live, you can sign up for the free version and just try it out. Just take it for a spin. Because I can tell you I can tell you yes, can't I? I would do, because I know it's possible. But the best way to find out whether BeLive is for you is to actually try it. And you can do 3 shows a month on BeLive for free. So try it. It's my advice. Okay, next question. Right, yeah, you can have 2 people on live video. The person would be next to you. Okay, and that person basically would be on screen with you. You could talk to them. So 2 people side by side. You can actually have, well, you can have 1 person, 2 people on the free version. You can have 4 people on the paid version. That's one of the differences. Right, I just want to take a break for a moment. I want to show you something. Every so often, you find something which you think that's good and worthy of a bigger audience. So I'm going to show you a short video which was created by Corinda, and Corinda, I think I'm right in saying, was on in video. So I'm going to play Corinda's video. This is the first time it's been played live other than by Corinda. So we're all about to learn something now. I've not seen the full video. So let's take a break for a moment whilst you ask more questions, and I'll go over and I will play the video. Thank you, Corinda. The full video is on YouTube, and Corinda will post a link in a moment. But that's an example of what you can do with InVideo, and you can create some very good videos. And congratulations, Corinda, on actually creating that video, because I think we all enjoyed watching it then. And I'm going to catch up with last question we had was, can I invite also in live video? So yeah, free version, you can have 2 people on screen. Over to why Facebook always not do moderation. You've got to be your own moderator. You can now, right, okay, you can. If you schedule your broadcast, yeah, then there is a set of tools in the Creator Studio which you can use to determine who can see your video before you go live. So schedule your broadcast, go into Creator Studio, and you can edit your audience. You can decide who is going to see your video. So you can do a lot of the moderation before you actually go live. Whilst you're live, then you're responsible. Facebook's not responsible apart from anybody who go. You see, there are 2 levels here. One is Facebook's rules, and the second level is your rules. Facebook will look after their own rules, but they won't look after what you consider to be a good or bad comment. So you've got to take care of that, which means you've got to have somebody, if you've got a busy show where you've got lots of comments, you've got to have somebody actually helping you on Facebook or on YouTube, actually monitoring the comments. There are tools you can use on YouTube, which will stop any swearing or obscenities. And you can do the same on Facebook if you edit the broadcast before you go live. And okay, and I don't do promo codes. Well, I do, but I don't, not in this show. And 4 people on screen if you've got the paid version. And cross-posting still there, Corinda, you can still cross-post. And Corinda's saying thank you. Okay, now there are, as I say, moderation tools which are available in Facebook Creator Studio, which can allow you to define your audience. And you can prevent people, you can block people, you can say who you're actually going to broadcast to. And I'll do a video about it within the next week and say hello to D. James. Right, okay. Dee's saying, hi Stephen, please tell us how you create the beautiful screen behind you. Thanks for the tutorials. First of all, you're most welcome for the tutorials, which are all on YouTube. Second thing is, I don't. Well, if I share my screen again, just for a moment, I'm going to go screen share and bring it up next to me. I'm using a piece of software, software is called Expert VCam, and it allows me to change my background whenever I wish, and I can change from one image to another. Expert VCam is about $40, and it simply works, and I can change the photographs. I'm just going to full screen so you can actually see it. I can change the photographs, which are my photographs or the photographs that are available publicly. And I can go, and we did a show about Edinburgh. This is a photograph from Edinburgh, and I can just change the background straight away. Okay, so I'm going to come back to me. I'm going to stop screen sharing. So Expert VCam, Corinda, if you could put the link, that would be helpful. And $40 one-off payment, and the software is yours. You need a camera and you need background. And another question coming in from Corinda. No, the right. Expert VCam is the best. I know it works. I've been using it since Jan 2019. I am not on commission. I'm just saying it works, and I know several of the people who actually use it. Well, I know many people who actually use it. So I'm not about to do a comparison on green screen software because this is the best at the moment. Although On the BeLive roadmap is the ability to actually have an inbuilt green screen. So I'm looking forward to that. There will be a green screen built into BeLive. It's on the roadmap. It will arrive, and you'll be able to use that instead of buying the software. In the meantime, if you spend $40, then you can do it today. Thank you very much. If you just want to, you need to just change that slightly to xsplit.com. Okay, thank you, Corinda. That's brilliant. And thank you, everybody who's actually joined in and commented today. If I've not mentioned your name, it's because I just got Facebook user showing at the moment, and I'll show you how to get rid of that. At the end of the broadcast, I'll have a chat with you all, and we'll see how we can actually remove it. When you broadcast into a group, Facebook protects us, and it does so by not showing our image or our name unless we give explicit permission to BeLive to use it. There is a link. Click the link once, and whichever group you're in, then you can comment on a video that was created on BeLive. And it's just a simple operation to do. It's just one click and it's done. You don't have to type anything in or anything like that. Just click the link and you can have basically your name and picture showing just like D. Okay. Right. Okay. Where shall we go now? He said. So if you've had been using Facebook and YouTube simulcast, then I'd be interested to know what your comments are on it. We are looking forward to the arrival of scheduling, which will be a game changer, because at the moment we've done 6 shows in 5 days live, and none of them were scheduled. Now they all got a good audience and good watch times, but it's a lot easier if you can schedule a show. It's very difficult to send somebody to where you're broadcasting when you don't know where that's going to be. So looking forward to that. And hello, Justin. Nice to see you. Where are you? And Corinda saying hello to Justin. And what is this? This is be.live. I'm just going to type that in. If I get it wrong, Corinda, you typed it in correctly. I am Stephen Healey. I'm part of BeLive. I'm based in Wiltshire in England, and I'm here to answer your questions about live video on BeLive or live video questions in general. This is a regular weekly show, 12 p.m. Eastern on a Tuesday, live into the BeLivers group, and you can ask me any questions you want. You can watch in the BeLivers group, or you can watch over on YouTube. As we're not scheduled at the moment, I can't give you a direct link. And there you are. I'm on BeLive. Just go to browser, copy and paste that in the browser, and you'll find out how to do this. Now, I've got courses which will help you. I enjoy creating the courses, and I'm okay. You're most welcome. I'm going to take my name off screen. Okay, so my name's off. So you find courses on YouTube, and I love teaching people every aspect of how to use BeLive. They're short 5-minute videos, and you're not expected to watch the whole course. Basically, if you've got a question about cameras, you go and watch a camera video. If you've got a question about lower thirds and putting overlays on, let's put an overlay on. Okay, I'm going to take this overlay. If you've got a question about how do you do overlays, then it will answer that question for you, because you can flick between overlays quite simply, and you can have as many overlays as you need. This is the one for Monday when David and I broadcast from Canada and the UK. And this is the one that I actually use. That doesn't work, does it? You can't see me, can you? And you can't see me because that is not transparent. In order for it to work, overlay needs to be transparent, otherwise you're hidden. Okay, so I'm going to try and find the correct overlay I'm looking for. But you'll find videos about overlays, you'll find videos about branding, about every aspect of BeLive operation. Just hop over to YouTube and do a search for BeLive. This is Stephen Healey TV. Well, thank you. Sometimes it feels like it. I just enjoy going live, and I really enjoy going live to BeLive's group on a Tuesday, and I'm grateful for everybody who actually watches the broadcast. If you've got any questions outside the time that I'm live, then you can DM me. If you want help with anything, then direct message me. If you want me to help set up, send me a message. I'm here to help you. I'm in the UK, so there are time differences, but we usually manage to work our way around those. And I'm going to switch my background because you can't actually see. Does it show up better on there? It does, yeah. It's working, but it's not working well. I'm going to take the overlay off. So let's switch the overlay off and come back to me. Okay, so I'm going to apply the overlays off, and let's switch the photograph. And I want to say thank you to Peter Stewart, who found this particular overlay. This is not my library. It's one that Peter found. Widgets are all to do with COVID, and I'm not going to have COVID on my show, so I'm not going to demonstrate the widgets, but there is a video about widgets. And over to D, and D is saying, I've scheduled broadcasts with Facebook and YouTube. You can schedule on Facebook or you can schedule on YouTube. You can't do it on both. If you schedule Facebook, you can't go live on YouTube. If you schedule YouTube, you can't go live on Facebook. I'm just reading the full comment. All right, okay. I read the full sentence. In order to broadcast to YouTube, you have to be approved by YouTube. You apply, and it takes 24 hours to be approved. This is standard for everybody. That they are. What happens is you make the application to live broadcast on YouTube. That application is then checked, and they take a look at your channel. They take a look at what you've been broadcasting and posting on your channel, and then decide whether you can actually go live. 99.9% of the time, I would say that if you apply for it, you get it. But you do have to wait 24 hours, and there's no way around that. There's no quicker way of doing it. It's just the way that it is. Right, I'm getting slightly confused because you're saying scheduled. This is BeLive, and you can't schedule to Facebook and YouTube at the same time on BeLive. You can on other packages, but you can't on BeLive. Your comment goes into great depth. I'll take another look at it afterwards, D, if I may. And over to Wayland. I'm a paid BeLive user. I want to broadcast multiple pages that manage simultaneously. But it allows it to do this groups, but I can't do it directly to my fan page. You should be able to. You should be able to. If it's, is it a new fan page or an old fan page? You should be able to log out of BeLive, log back in. That refreshes the Facebook permissions. Make sure that you've been given the simulcast by BeLive, because it's not automatic. You have to apply for it and get a link. So my question, Wayland, is, do you have the simulcast in your studio? And have you applied for it? And over to Corinda. And Corinda is saying, right, I hope you every success on Sunday, Corinda. And over to Alaji Radio. Thank you. Alaji is saying, thank you. Hi, Steve. Now now doing with lessons is amazing. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy broadcasting on BeLive. Back over to Corinda. I'm confused on the comment. I'm not confused on the comment. I'm just confused to actually scheduling Facebook and YouTube at the moment on BeLive. I know it can be done on other platforms, but it is not available on BeLive. And as to Wayland's comment, I just need to know whether you've actually been given simulcast. And then I can direct you to a video after this broadcast, and that video will show you exactly how to do it. Okay, and old. Sorry, I'm getting confused. It happens occasionally. I'm just going to your comment again. I'm a paid BeLive user. I want to broadcast to multiple Facebook pages that I manage simultaneously. But it allows to do this into groups, but I can't do it directly to your page. Yes, you can. Well, you should be able to. If you can't, then you need to speak to BeLive support, and I'll post a link afterwards. I broadcast regularly to a page and a group simultaneously. So I know technically it's possible. I know that basically when I do it, and I've got a video over on YouTube which shows you how to do the multicast and how to schedule as well. I know that when I actually get that, I can broadcast to a Facebook page, Facebook group, or to my profile. Okay, and let's catch up with the comments and say hello to, at the moment, yes, Rakan, hello, and thank you for joining the broadcast. At the moment, you need, if I didn't have a green screen, then you would not be able to see 5 fingers on both hands. I'm going to turn slightly. Yeah. If I didn't have a green screen behind me, then I couldn't do that. You wouldn't see it. There'd be too much movement. Green screen improves the quality. Right. Okay. I'm live. I will give you the link afterwards, or if somebody's watching now, then please do post a link to simulcast permissions. Okay, so that answers that question. Problem solved. If you apply for it, then you'll be able to. And over to D. All right. Okay. Thank you. I didn't schedule. Good. I attempted to go live with both Facebook and YouTube. I've got a video, D. If you've not seen it, then I'll post a link to it afterwards, and that will allow you to see how I did it, how I go live to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. You do have to have permission from YouTube to go live. That takes 24 hours. Once you've got permission, you need a verified account, you need permission to broadcast, then it's relatively straightforward to actually set up and be live. It takes a minute or two, and I've got a video which actually describes it. Thank you for the clarification. It's very helpful and brilliant. And I'm just going to take another photograph. Okay, and this is our travels through Germany. And well then, okay, well then I'll send you the information, and D, you're most welcome. Right, okay, so I think we've done most things. I just want to show you this again. I'm not going anywhere, but I'm going to go picture in picture and take me off full screen. Now I'm going to go picture in picture, probably that way. This is a new screensaver written by Kevin of BeLive, and you can use it in your broadcasts for free. So I'm going to play the video now, and this is what you'll be able to do. You go to the link that Kevin posted, you get the link from YouTube, come to your studio, go to add media, put the link in, and it appears in your staging area, and then you're good to go. So this is a new BeLive countdown clock created by Kevin of BeLive. Right, so I'm not going to play the countdown clock because it is 60 seconds. The idea is that you play it at the start of your show. People come in, gives chance people to take a seat, get a coffee, glass of water, whatever. It gives Facebook and YouTube a chance to connect, and it means you get a minute to actually share your broadcast out. So if you dig down in the BeLivers group, you'll find Kevin's post and his link on YouTube, and you can play it in your studio, and you can play it before you go live. Okay, catching up with the comments. And Rakan, hello. That's very kind of you, sir. Very kind. Thank you. And over to Banini. Banani. You're going to have to tell me how to pronounce that. Do you have a video that helps bring a friend? Yes, I have a video that will show you how to bring a friend on live. So yes, I'll post the link afterwards. Thank you for the question. And I'm always happy to help. There are videos about most things. And I shall post that afterwards. Banani. I hope I got it right. And thank you for watching. And over to Smile Town Weekly. Scrolling text. Yeah. You can have scrolling text. I'm not sure what I'm going to show. Okay, this is scrolling text. And this is left over from a previous show. BeLive helps you tell your stories on Facebook and YouTube. We help you tell your story, which was 5 days live. And you can have that running either on its own or in combination with whatever you want, really. Thank you for the hint, Corinda. I'm going to switch it off now. And thank you, Banani. Thank you. Right. Okay. Now I'm coming up to the hour. Anytime you want help in BeLivers, then please do ask your questions. Now, if you have a technical support question, you should go direct to tech support. You can do that by pressing the question mark, which is in your studio, and going to the chat. Now, that's not available whilst you're live, but it is available before you go live and after you go live in your studio. Press the question mark chat, and you can ask any questions that you like. BeLive support are available 24/7 around the globe, and they're here to answer your questions. All you need to do is say, hello, this is my problem, and they will know which studio you're in, so they can continue the conversation. They are most helpful and will help you find a solution. At busy times, it may be a slight delay, but all your questions can be answered there. If you've got a technical question, then please do ask technical support. If you've got an operational question, then please do ask it in BeLivers. And the team of BeLivers, that's the team from BeLive, and also the admins and moderators are happy to answer your questions and share their expertise. In fact, everybody in the group is happy to answer your questions. So please ask the questions. There's no such thing as a silly question. There's possibly silly answers, but silly questions. Any questions you have about the operation of BeLive, you can either ask me live in this show, or you can ask them in the group anytime. So it's been my pleasure to chat with you for the last 60 minutes. I wish you wonderful broadcasts throughout the week. I'll be back again next Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. in the UK. This has been Stephen in Wiltshire in England, and enjoy broadcasting. Take care